Claudia, and this is Katie Counseling. Welcome back. Welcome. So today I have a few extra minutes here at home. It's way too busy to do anything, so I'm doing this in my car. Welcome. I have been getting a lot of comments about why I chose clinical mental health counseling. So here are my 5, 6, 7, whatever reasons make sense to you guys, okay? But yeah, these are my reasons for choosing this profession. So the first one, I started at the university I'm at right now for my undergrad, and I decided to study and do a Bachelor of Science in Applied Psychology. The reason why I liked the program at my school where I did my undergrad was because this program of applied psychology came with a sequence of classes for substance abuse counseling, not really certification, but it was that you took about, and I think right now it's anywhere between 30 to 36 credit hours of different courses that correlated with substance abuse, credentials that you need to get a license or a certificate. I think it's I don't know what it is. It's a certification. It's called CAP or MCAP. So pretty much the whole thing was, hey, get this bachelor's degree, and when you're done, all you have to do is apply to get the CAP certification, and you have to go and work at a facility for a certain amount of hours, and then you go and pass your test. Then you're a certified addictions professional. And the benefits of that would be the facility you work at could bill insurance through your name. And I looked at that and I was like, whoa, this is really cool, because, you guys hear the stigmas. Oh, psychology degree, what am I going to do with it? I'm going to go work in HR. So I was like, okay, well, baby steps. Let's get this degree, because I always wanted to finish school. I started when I was younger at a community college, and it just wasn't for me. I wasn't challenged. I was not in it at all. So it was a goal of mine to, not waste my parents' money that I got at first, because I went through all of that the first time around and there was no degree. So this time I'm like, okay, I'm going to finish. I want this for myself, and I'm going to be able to get all these credits so then I can get a certified, so when I finish, I can go be a certified addictions professional and then look for other things to do, or do that as a career. Because I did look it up a lot, and there's a lot of stuff in my town where you can get a full-time job doing this. There's different clinics, there's different behavior centers. You can work for, I think, the government in different spheres. You can do what is it called, the mental stabilization unit for the county and stuff like that. There's a lot of different things you can do, and it pays well. So I was like, okay, that's great, let's do that. Once I was in this program, you learn about the different, fields in psychology. You learn about industrial organizational psychology, you learn about substance abuse, you learn about, so many different things. Corrections, you can just do a lot of different things. And I kept, looking at, the structure of what you do, because you're in psychology, you're going to do one of these things. And I saw that at our school, we had the program for licensed mental health counseling, and I'm like, whoa, what is that? So I looked at it, and it was a 60, credit program. So I looked at the program, and I was like, okay, it's 60 credit hours. You have to do an internship. And you can get licensed as a clinical mental health counselor, and you can work in substance abuse. And I was like, wow, okay. And then you look at the prospects for careers with that kind of education, you're like, whoa, this is something I can get behind. I can definitely, work on myself as a professional, work towards getting my license, do what I'm passionate about, but keep growing. So it was kind of a no-brainer, because, and this is the second thing, let's say, where I live, we have a big university, and they only had a school counseling program or a social work program, and they were Master of Arts in social work and in the school counseling. And for myself, I don't know why, but I keep like looking into the future. If I ever wanted to do like a PhD or even the psychology doctorate, I wanted more experience and more background and education in science. So the program that I'm in is a Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, which means I'm learning statistics, I'm learning how to administer different tests to people. And this was important to me because I think that those type of skills kind of can go a longer way. And social work, it's its own field. They have like the macro level, the micro level. You can work for the government, you can work for, you know, different things. You can also do research for social, social things, but not my field. I don't know. And the school counseling, I didn't want to do that because I really wanted to do clinical mental health, and I wanted to work, you know, at different clinics and places, and it was just kind of like my route, so that didn't really fit with my goals. So that's why I chose clinical mental health counseling. And with how things are going, this degree in this field is taken very seriously. So in the next, 2021, the next 4 years, you can only get the license for a licensed clinical mental health counselor if your program is KCREP accredited. I actually just went on the website and I did a little bit of research and seen what you need to do once you become eligible for licensure, or your preliminary license that you get as a clinical mental health counseling intern. Oh my god, it's really hot in the car. I'm waiting in this line for pickup, so we're back. This air conditioning keeps blowing and it's like really hot, so I had to take like a minute break because it was getting really hot in here. Okay, so what was I talking about? Number 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, so pretty much what I wanted to say with this video is I really want to be a licensed professional, because with a license, with the license in clinical mental health counseling, once you're done with your hours, you can be your own boss. You can have your own practice. You can own a practice. And I know there's different levels and certifications you can get once you're licensed to be a licensed supervisor. And there's just different things that you can achieve and attain with the licensure. And I think that even with having the licensure, what I've learned from my teachers is you are able to, I think you have to like purchase to learn how to give different tests. And I think it's called being like a psychometrist, and you can do that with a bachelor's degree, but there's certain tests that only licensed clinical mental health counselors can give. So that's interesting too. So you can like keep expanding and keep adding, credentials, and keep just learning about your field, and you can kind of be like a multifaceted professional, and you can find the perfect place for you. Last week I was looking on like ZipRecruiter, and one of the ads was a clinical mental health counselor that works at a big tech firm. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. And it explained, hey, we have employees that work under a lot of pressure. We need a therapist. And I think this is going to be the new normal, because employers and companies, they see the benefits of stable mental health in their people, and people will be more productive if they have their needs met, and especially at work. I think that there's going to be a lot of growth in this area, and I think it's a very good time to get into the field. I think that there's going to be a lot of growth in this area, and I think it's a very good time to get into the field, and you learn a lot. You are a professional that can work with psychiatrists, nurses, dietitians, you know, police officers. The list is very long. So I can't get through this video without literally overheating in this car. So the last thing I did want to say is that with this licensure, once you get, you know, all your hours and everything, you have freedom. I'm from Europe, and there's a part of me that really would like to, you know, go to Europe for the summertime and kind of see and explore where I'm from. And I could see myself doing that because I can work, you know, through my laptop or, you know, work remotely. And I feel like this field gives you flexibility. Even if you're not going to be your own boss, you can always work. So what I was saying is, if you're not, you know, even if you're not your own boss, you have the ability to, you know, travel, work remotely, work for a company. And I guess this brings me to the next point, is that you can do different things. You don't have to just work for one company. You can be a contractor, and you can work for the county, you can work for BetterHelp online, you can have your own business, and the options are endless. And I really love that about this field. And you guys let me know if you have any questions. I will try to do an update on this video of when, you know, I come up with more things. But I'm really, really glad I am in this program and I have the chance to one day be a licensed clinical mental health counselor. Alright guys, find me at Katie Counseling. That is over on Instagram. You have a good day. Bye-bye.